It's week 3 of the NFL, and this one features Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He did his job and then some last week with 123 receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Jags, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive has been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. The Vikings at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Haskins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Haskins again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Hassan Haskins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 123 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Second down and 7. And here's the give to Haskins.
Oh, he shifts past him.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Lawrence will throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Handoff now. It's Haskins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Desmond Ridder.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive.
Hartley now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Complete to Bryant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Lawrence going to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Throw him down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Haskins with a run to begin the drive.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Gardner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Pass incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
A give, it's Etienne off the option.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively, because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Trayvon Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Check down, complete to Haskins.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw.
Setting up the screen for Haskins.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Hassan Haskins.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Gets past one man. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control. Because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. 2nd and long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
Lawrence will throw
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Lions looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they are out in front in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing again on second down.
Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards, the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's in the lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a first carry for their fullback.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Out of the gun. They'll look to nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Take it in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
This drive starts with a Haskins carry.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Haskins now on 1st and 10.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Now Lawrence to throw.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Again, it's Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, Lawrence. It's caught by Bryant. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Fuller.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And this is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff now to Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to the ground with Robinson. He'll get this down to the 38. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They go play action here on 1st down. Man open downfield, it's Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because
touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Hartley now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results, fourth down.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it again with Haskins.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Straight ahead, here's Haskins.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Hassan Haskins.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hartley now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, now how about this return?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big third down play there for the Jags. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Lawrence. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll run it right side with Haskins.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.